Ride Rage, 2RRR 88.5 FM, Sydney's premier motorcycle radio program, Tuesday from 5 to 6, a show where we're all very proud and happy to share the announcing duties.
That's exactly right, Rob, and I'll tell you what, it was a massive weekend of motorcycle sport this weekend. Not only did we have round 3 of the Motul-sponsored Formula Xtreme Championship at Eastern Creek, there was also plenty of MotoGP action from the Catalunya GP, but I'm guessing the big news from the weekend wasn't the fact that Loopy George won his third MotoGP race in a row and the first rider to win 3 from pole position since the great Eddie Lawson, but the great Kev Curtin's apple cart was well and truly upset at Eastern Creek, and one of the main upsetters of that apple cart joins us on the line, Beau Beaton from North Coast V-Twins Ducati Racing Team. Beau, congratulations firstly on a fantastic weekend, but Eastern Creek, that was the first track you actually had your first serious road race meeting at only about 18 months ago.
Yeah, that's right, Phil. Eastern Creek, I've done a few track days there. I've been around there a few times. I'd have to say, well, probably not the closest track to me, but I'd have to say it's my home track. If anything, if I've got any track, and I love the joint.
Well, going into the round on the weekend, I'm guessing that Kev Curtin had a target on his back by just about everyone, you included, but did you think you'd be able to maintain the lap times and everything you've done? Because I don't know if you've done a lot of laps on the control tyre that's been used in the FX class since that first round at Wakefield Park.
Yeah, no, look, I hadn't done any laps on the new control tyre until qualifying Sunday morning, because they changed the control tyre from Wakefield Park. We had a ride on them, the treaders then, and then they've changed since then. So Sunday morning in qualifying was my first time to touch the tarmac with the new Dunlop controlled tyres, and we put a setting in it from what Craig had told us from Saturday. He rode on them on Saturday, and Steve Mudford from Technical Partner Suspension, he worked out some things for me, and third or fourth lap of qualifying we called a pretty good time, and we were pretty happy with that.
Well, I was going to say you qualified on pole position in for the first race of the day from the one qualifying session. So having someone like Steve Mudford from Technical Partner Suspension in your corner, it's got to give you a lot of confidence heading out to that very, very short qualifying session first up Sunday.
Oh, absolutely. Steve's amazing what he can do and make the motorbike do. He takes in everything Craig and I have to say, and he puts it into the motorbike and always seems to make it go faster. And that's what you need to run up the front with Kevin Curtin and Pat Medcalf and all the factory guys. You need the confidence in the motorbike, and Steve gives us that.
And 2 race victories out of 3, Beau, and the first race was a very, very close run affair as well. But that second race, it was red flag with a couple of laps to go. But you were looking like you had Kev Curtin's measure, and it was going to be a great battle all the way to the finish.
Yeah, I think both of us were on pretty steady tyres, and that second race the track seemed to be a bit greasy. I don't know if it was just me, but I was definitely sliding around a lot and watching Kevin. I think he was sliding around a lot too. The first race was a bit funny. We both come across the line. It was too hard to tell on the motorbike, but when we got back to the presentation, I thought I got awarded first place, and then it was changed afterwards, so I'm not sure what happened there, but it was too close to tell. 0.008 of a second was far for anyone to tell.
8/1,000th of a second. I was actually at the start-finish line watching it, and it was close.
And I actually looked at the timing monitors and actually had you first and Kevin Curtin's name second, but the leader next to that.
And that was because the times had gone from the first and second intermediates where Beau did actually lead. So that was probably the reason why some people were a little confused. But 8/1,000th of a second at the line could have been 3 from 3 and pole position and a perfect weekend.
Yeah, you can't ask for much more. We went into the weekend mostly for a bit of fun and to take it. We definitely weren't going there to not try and win. We were going to go there to try and take it to Curtin and the boys, and it was a bit of fun, and I was obviously happy how it all turned out.
But I have to say it was a fantastic ride by yourself and excellent work from the whole North Coast V-Twins team. Congratulations on an absolutely fantastic performance on the weekend, and thanks for joining us on today's show.
Yeah, no worries at all.
Thanks, Beau. There's Beau Beaton, and it certainly was an unbelievable performance from Beau Beaton. But as we said, it wasn't only Beau Beaton that managed to upset the apple cart on the weekend. Rick Olsen did exactly the same thing.
But with Beau Beaton, he used the actual Saturday, the national series of the FX series. Like the Saturday is a different series to the Sunday, so the national series and the championship series on the Sunday. And Beau Beaton rode in the Pro Twins class just to get a feel of the track and the new tyre. He won every race in the Pro Twins class as well, so it's a bit more bit more competition for Ryan McLaughlin and Chris Knox in that class. But a great effort by them, a great effort by Beau to actually compete in two classes and lose only one by 0.08 of a second and win the rest.
Yeah, on a brand new tyre that he'd never seen before, never used till the Sunday morning. As you said, it's a great result.